Hello friends, the topic for today is basic radio transmission parameters of GSM system. In this video, I will discuss the frequency division duplexing and the time division multiple access, and then I will discuss the basic radio transmission parameters of GSM system with specification. Let us start. GSM utilizes two bands of 25 MHz which have been set aside for the system use in all member countries. The first band, that is 890 to 915 MHz, is used for subscriber to base transmission, that is reverse link, or it is also called as the uplink. It is used for the transmission by mobile station to the base station. Then the second band, 935 to 960 MHz, is used for base to subscriber transmission, that is forward link, or it is also called as the download link. It is used for transmission from the base station to the mobile. GSM uses frequency division duplexing, that is FDD, and a combination of time division multiple access and frequency hop multiple access schemes to provide base stations with simultaneous access to multiple users. Let us go to the frequency division duplexing. Frequency division duplexing provides two distinct bands of frequencies for every user. The forward band provides traffic from the base station to the mobile, and the reverse band provides traffic from the mobile to the base. In FDD, any duplex channel actually consists of two simplex channels, and a device called a duplexer is used inside each subscriber unit and the base station to allow simultaneous radio transmission and reception on the duplex channel pair. The frequency split between the forward and the reverse channel is a constant throughout the system, regardless of the particular channel being used. Figure illustrates the frequency division duplexing. So here FDD provides two simplex channels at the same time, one for reverse link and one for forward link. Here the frequency split is 45 MHz. The available forward and reverse frequency bands are divided into 200 kHz wide channels called absolute radio frequency channel numbers, ARFCN. For example, ARFCN n is equal to 7. The uplink frequency for the channel is equal to 890 plus 0.2 multiplied by n. So that is equal to 891.4 MHz. Then download frequency for the channel is equal to FUL plus 45 MHz. So FDL is equal to 891.4 MHz plus 45 MHz, that is 936.4 MHz. The ARFCN denotes a forward and reverse channel pair which is separated in frequency by 45 MHz, and each channel is time shared between as many as 8 subscribers using the time division multiple access. Then let us go to the time division multiple access. Time division multiple access system divide the radio spectrum into time slots, and each slot only one user is allowed to either transmit or receive. It can be seen from figure that each user occupies a cyclically repeating time slot, so a channel may be thought of as a particular time slot that reoccurs every frame, where n time slots comprise a frame. TDMA system transmit data in a buffer and burst method, thus the transmission for any user is non-continuous. Then each of the 8 subscribers uses the same ARFCN and occupies a unique time slot, that is TS per frame. Figure presents frequency and time slot assignment in the GSM system. Here you can see we have carrier pair number 1. It has the downlink frequency and the uplink frequency. Here you can see 3 time slots delay is there between the download frequency and the uplink frequency. Similarly, here we have the carrier pair number 2 and carrier pair number 3. So each will have the split of 45 MHz. Let us note that the numbering of time slot is delayed by 3 in downlink as compared with the uplink. Due to that, a mobile station realizing a connection to a base station in the assigned time slot never transmits and receives the signal at the same time, as happens in the first generation analog system. transmitter receiver time slot spacing is 3 time slots. Then radio transmission on both the forward and reverse links are made at a channel data rate of 270.833 kbps using binary pt is equal to 0.3 GMSK, that is Gaussian minimum shift keying modulation. Thus the signaling bit duration is 3.692 and the effective channel transmission rate per user is 33.854 kbps, that is 270.833 kbps divided by 8 users. So with the GSM overhead, user data is actually sent at a maximum rate of 24.7 kbps. Each time slot has an equivalent time allocation of 156.25 channel bits, but out of this 8.25 bits of guard band and 6 total start and stop bits are provided to prevent overlap with the adjacent time slot. Each time slot has a time duration of 576.92 microseconds as shown in the figure, and a single GSM TDM frame spans 4.615 milliseconds, that is 576.92 multiplied by 8. Then here you can see the normal speech multi-frame is equal to 26 TDMA frames. So the frames are arranged T0 to T24, and then we have the idle frame, low associated control channel frame. The total number of available channels within a 25 MHz bandwidth is 125, assuming no guard band. Since each radio channel consists of 8 time slots, there are thus a total of 1000 traffic channels within GSM. In practical implementation, a guard band of 100 kHz is provided at the upper and lower end of the GSM spectrum, and only 124 channels are implemented. Table summarizes the GSM air interface. Here we have the parameters and the specification. First parameter, reverse channel frequency, that is 890 to 915 MHz. Then forward channel frequency 935 to 960 MHz. Then absolute radio frequency channel number ARFCN, it is 0 to 124 and 975 to 1023 for the extended GSM. Then transmitter receiver frequency spacing is 45 MHz. Then transmitter receiver time slot spacing is 3 time slots. Then modulation data rate is 270.833 kbps. Then frame period is 4.615 milliseconds. Then user per frame is 8. Then time slot period is 576.9 microseconds. Then bit period is 3.692 microseconds. Then modulation is 0.3 GMSK. ARFCN channel spacing is 200 kHz. Then interleaving, that is maximum delay is 40 milliseconds, and voice coder bit rate is 13.4 kbps. So these are the specifications of the radio transmission parameters of GSM. The combination of the time slot number and the ARFCN constitute a physical channel for both forward and reverse link. Each physical channel in the GSM system can be mapped into a different logical channel at different times. That is, each specific time slot or frame may be dedicated to either handling traffic data, signaling data, or control channel. So the traffic data, that is the user data such as speech specifying or the teletext data, and signaling data is required by the internal working of the GSM system, and the control channel data is from the mobile switching center or base station or mobile user. The GSM specification defines a wide variety of logical channels which can be used to link the physical layers with data link layer of the GSM network. These logical channels efficiently transmit user data while simultaneously providing control of the network on each ARFCN. GSM provides explicit assignment of time slots and frames for specific logical channels. So with this, we come to the end of this. If you like the video, press the like button, share with your friends, and subscribe to our channel Engineering and Technology for You. And don't forget to press the bell icon so that you get notifications for our future videos on this topic. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day.